Welcome everybody here tonight for Spirit Pro Wrestling. We are just 1 week away from WrestleMania 6. Tonight though, we are going to determine who's going to go to WrestleMania as the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic returns. You see the layout, the matches that will be taking place later tonight. We've got champions across this tournament. We've got representation from Raw, SmackDown, and BCW that are going to be out here tonight. And this is going to be a hell of a show, ladies and gentlemen. This is a battle of endurance that will be taking place, as at the end of the night, one team will be punching their ticket. And it could be this team right here in Legado, or Latino World Order.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 365 pounds. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, the LWO.
And Joaquin and Wilde are looking to build up some momentum this year in the Dusty Classic. We know the last time they challenged the Viking Raiders was at Money in the Bank last year in September. They ended up coming short in that matchup, but they feel like they have now grown together as a team. And then especially with now Andrade calling the shots, they have felt like they have had more bigger opportunities than they did when they were with Santos Escobar. I apologize for that noise there for a split second. I'm drinking water all at the same time. Gotta be hydrated because this is gonna be a long show, folks.
And their opponents, first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds,
And Lexis King, coming off of competing in the men's elimination chamber match that took place a couple of weeks ago at No Way Out. But you know what? He said, I'm not too worried about, obviously he's going to be upset and frustrated that he didn't walk out with the men's world title. But could you imagine if he did?
And from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Logan Paul.
And Logan Paul tonight, he is looking to capture the tag team titles at WrestleMania. Of course, obviously with his confound best friend in Lexis King. Logan Paul, Lexis King put their name in the hat early on to proclaim themselves to be in the Dusty tournament. And they are looking to go all the way here, obviously. I mean, I'll go over the rules of each matchup that will be taking place, but it will be eight first round matches that will occur here tonight. Here we go, the bell rings, and already it looks like Cruz del Toro is going to finish the matchup, but not if Logan has anything to say about it. And you see the timer over there in the corner, 15-minute time limit that each tag team will have, since we've got a lot of matches that we're going to have to run through in this thing. Obviously, the only way to win is pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. But if both teams... If this ends up in a draw with both teams either eliminated or counted out, I mean, that would pretty much mean that they're both eliminated from this tournament. So both of these teams cannot risk that kind of jeopardy in this tournament, especially. And then that's the thing as well with the Dusty Classic. Dusty Rhodes, the late great American Dream. We know that he was a man that fought valiantly, and he fought with heart and resilience, and that was the sole purpose of this tag team tournament. He had the vision of having the best tag teams in the world compete against each other to showcase what they can do. Of course, we know Alexis King right now, he's looking to head up the top rope here into an elbow drop. Joaquin Wilde already looks to be in trouble here, as both teams can't use up their stamina too much in this thing, as if they are wanting to go all the way, they can't spend too much time. But at the same time, yeah, they can't spend too much time on one of their opponents. They've got to keep the action fast-paced and steady. Or else obviously, oh, Logan Paul with the knockout punch there. The referee completely oblivious to what just happened. Logan could already put away Cruz del Toro here, and he missed it completely. The back elbow by Logan. And then also I forgot to mention, elimination rules apply. I don't think I need to explain it. You pretty much know how it works. But that way it gives every team the opportunity of the cover, and Logan Paul grabs the rope just in time. Cruz del Toro has no idea where he is even at right now, to be honest. We go Logan and Lexus just gonna kind of game plan on the outside here for a minute into a splash there by Logan. Going for the cover here to put him away at the 12-minute mark, and he eliminates Joaquin. That did not take very long for him to get out of this matchup. What Cruz del Toro sets up, looks like a backbreaker. Goes for the cover here. Logan, a kick out there by one. This is more dangerous right now for Cruz, as now 4 minutes have passed, about 3 or 4 minutes have passed on this matchup, and he has nobody to tag in this instance. With the Dusty Classic rules on draw, you can't have any outside interferences whatsoever. So Andrade, if he even thinks about coming out here or interfering, his whole team gets disqualified pretty much. His whole team gets disqualified, and then the Latino World Order would never be able to challenge for the tag titles up to a year. That's how serious it is out here, folks. Dusty Rhodes wanted Graps, and that is exactly what this tournament is about. It is about honor, pride, and glory. Try to throw him there, the outside Logan Paul jumping back in the ring. Nice reversal by Cruz here. Taking a back elbow, try to use the middle rope there to his advantage. It didn't look like it worked out for him too well. Logan makes the hot tag, and here comes the son of a Pillman, Lexus King, as he doesn't look to be in very much good shape right now. Cruz del Toro is all fired up here. Just multiple shots there into the kick. You hear that? Honestly, in this case, both teams are not very much favorites around here. So, but I mean, unfortunately, one team does have to win, but thankfully, there will be a loser, as a wise man once said. You see Lexus just picking on Cruz, try to go for that knee to the back of the neck there, but Cruz managed to counter into a nice German suplex. Let it go there. He didn't want to connect it with the bridge. We're kind of just pacing right now, thinking, what does he have to do to win this matchup, though? And what a Phoenix splash there by Cruz del Toro into the cover of Logan Paul. As long as he is still standing, he is going to make it very difficult for Cruz to help his team win here tonight. Joaquin is out of this thing. The only way he would come back to compete tonight is if the LWO made it to the next qualifying round. But that all is up to Cruz del Toro right now. The sole survivor here, as Lexis King and Logan Paul have a major advantage, and that is the numbers game. Here go Cruz del Toro into a DDT there. Nice sequence. Giving him just a couple of seconds to breathe while Lexis King is trying to hold the back of his head here. Possibly afraid of getting himself a concussion, but I think Lexis is fine. And now Cruz feeling at high risk, high reward with that double knee there. Into the cover, looking to put away Lexis King here, and he got him.
Lexis King has been eliminated.
I really don't know how Lexis King did not get a rope break there. He obviously had his foot on the rope there. Logan Paul is now just completely pissed off, and we are now pretty much down to Logan and Cruz del Toro. Either team has an advantage to win here right now. Alexis and Joaquin eliminated, down to Cruz del Toro and Logan Paul. And a nice move there by del Toro. Looking to put him away here. And to advance to the next round of the tournament, Logan kicks out. 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the matchup. Cruz del Toro with the Phoenix Splash into the cover to advance to the tournament, and he does.
Here are your winners, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, the LWO.
LWO picking up a huge victory tonight, making Andrade proud as they advance to the quarterfinals of the Dusty Classic. And they're gonna just watch it. They're gonna just keep an eye on the rest of the card here tonight while they get some rest, as they still have to compete later tonight. Their night is far from over until they lose. But here comes Axia. This man is such a fun sight to watch.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds,
Axiom tonight teaming up with his good buddy Dragon Lee. We know Dragon Lee, you know, when they first announced themselves in this tournament, this was before Lee had even won the world title. And now that he did, he pretty much could be at WrestleMania twice in 2 matches if he wins the Dusty Classic. But here comes the new men's world champion, the man that cashed in on Finn Balor at No Way Out.
From Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, the WWE champion,
Dragon Lee has to feel on top of the world tonight. He carries the top prize in the division, in the company, around his waist. A lot of people didn't think that he was going to even successfully cash in the contract, but he made it very clear to Finn Balor. He told him and he warned him that he was going to cash in front of his face, and that's exactly what he did. He beat Balor clean. I mean, obviously Finn went through a hell of a fight in the chamber matchup, but Dragon Lee took advantage of Finn Balor in that match, which now sets up Braun Breaker versus Dragon Lee.
a combined weight of 420 pounds. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Gun.
And we've got our first set of the first tag team here tonight that is representing the green brand in BCW. The tag team veterans, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. What a fun team to watch. And if you've never seen these two in the squared circle, well, you are in for a treat. Because what better opponents are there for them than Axiom and Dragon Lee? Here we go, matchup starts, and it looks like Axiom already hit him. Looking to knock out Chris Sabin to finish the matchup. Oh, what a kick out, though. He could have pinned him right there in like the first 10 seconds. Could you imagine if that was the case? That would have left Alex Shelley to pretty much fend for himself the entire matchup and risk getting his team eliminated. It would have been a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose win, really. You know, if he would have gotten, you know, counted out or whatever, then he was pretty much just out. And if he got pinned, he was out. The only other option was he had to beat Dragon Lee and Axiom by himself. Axiom, Irish whip there to the corner. Nice kick there, and Chris Sabin. Shelley and Sabin have competed all over the world. And Spirit Pro Wrestling is where their home is at right now. Another super kick there, onto Axiom. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. I mean, who can forget the instant classic that they put on against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate? And, you know, after that matchup, they pretty much ended up becoming good friends from it. I mean, there was really no, you know, bitterness or anything like that. But, I mean, speaking of Dunne and Bate, they're still also going to compete tonight. And Shelley and Sabin, just great tag team chemistry. Absolutely beautiful. Shelley tried to springboard there for a second, but it looked like Dragon Lee is now in the fight. The men's world champion is now going to square off in the ring. Elbow there, Dragon Lee with a punch here. He could possibly get it here, and he planted it. Alex Shelley to risk being eliminated, and Chris Sabin saves it just in time. The Dragon Lee again, he's very comfortable with taking it to the skies. Double knees to the chest. Look very familiar to Finn Balor's coup de grace. We know that No Way Out, Dragon Lee got attacked by Braun Breaker, pretty much confirming that these two are going to be facing each other at WrestleMania. And Lee takes off the knee pads. Oh, look like Chris Sabin just saved his partner there for just a couple of seconds. And we're just running into each other there for a minute. Just multiple kicks there by Shelley into the enziguri. He could already put him away here. Could you imagine if he eliminated the men's world champion? Well, we go for a ripcord, and he got him onto the exposed knee. Oh, but Chris Sabin, just great in-ring awareness. That is exactly why these two have pretty much been said around the world to be maybe one of the best tag teams in the world. But this tournament is really going to test a lot of these teams tonight. Axiom, tried to eliminate Shelley there, but he still managed to push through. Persisted until something happened. That's the motto. Service with a smile. Back elbows there by Axiom. Forearm there. Already putting on a hell of a fight between the two. We'll take a little more there. Axiom trying to go for an attack here, but I guess Chris Sabin thought otherwise. Oh, and there's a nice attack there by Chris Sabin. Can he put him away? But instead, Dragon Lee's going to keep fighting and save this for his team. With the tag here, and now here comes Alex Shelley. He's also he's been a world champion on his own accord as well throughout his career. Axiom came off of a gruesome Elimination Chamber match a couple of weeks ago for the same title that Dragon Lee holds now. With their kick up by Axiom, tried to reverse it there for a minute. Flipping there in the corner. A nice step up kick there by Axiom to cover him here, to put him away, and instead Shelley's gonna keep fighting. Make no mistake about it, Sabin and Shelley still continuing to pull through here in this fight so far, as 5 minutes have already passed since the opening bout. The Axiom clothesline to the outside, but Alex Shelley still hanging on. Shelley, Garana here, nice takedown there. Kick to the arm there, trying to keep him down as much as possible. Axiom's pretty much stunned over there. There's not really much he could do right now. Here go Alex Shelley, has connected it. Axiom into the cover, and he couldn't get out of that one. All the weight was applied onto Axiom's shoulders. There was absolutely no way that he would have been able to kick out there, but somehow I was going to say somehow he did, but he did not, obviously. Here we go, Sabin and Shelley doing what they do best, tag team competition. Lee, though, is going to still keep fighting for his team. Still continuing to fight, still managing to pull through in this thing, as now he's pretty much just a solo man in this matchup. Axiom's pretty much out of here. I mean, he's still fatigued and worn out from the chamber. Dragon Lee planted Shelley. He could put him away here, but instead Sabin's gonna make the save. Did I say Sabin is gonna make the save? I don't know. Multiple attacks there by Alex Shelley. Dragon Lee with a bit of trouble there, going right after the arm. But a nice brain buster, it seems, there. And now these two men are just completely dead right now. Alex Shelley, I mean, this is the thing, though, is that they can't... I think they're very aware that, you know, if they're going to win this tournament, they're going to have to, you know, go all the way in this thing. And for them to do that, they have to really just conserve their energy and just use many of their hard-hitting moves here. Dragon Lee, though, gets eliminated, and the Motor City Machine Guns advance to the next round of the tournament. Coming off of a huge victory tonight, they advance to the quarterfinals now, where they are set. So, wait a second. Finn Balor. Dragon Lee. I think Dragon Lee just answered Finn Balor's challenge. It was an interesting predicament that we just witnessed there. Finn Balor But he's not done with Axiom or Dragon Leapo. Now we've got to continue in the tournament as the young OG, Javon Evans from BCW, is about to square off in the ring.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
And you know what's interesting about this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is that the match that's about to happen next, two BCW tag teams that are going to be competing in this stage right now. Every other match is, you know, a variant of Raw, SmackDown, or BCW, but this one could have happened in the BCW arena, but we're at this stage, and the champion makes his entrance.
And his partner, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, the heavyweight champion, Wesley!
Wesley coming off of a huge victory last week when he defeated Charlie Dempsey at One Night Stand. Wesley has pretty much proclaimed himself to be the man of BCW, and I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, he holds the top title of the brand. He comes here tonight to represent the division and maybe even scout some opponents for him in the future. Fighting champion that he is. But we are ready for a little British strong style.
And a combined weight of 380 pounds, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Dunne and Bate, obviously former BCW tag team champions. They are no strangers to compete around Raw or SmackDown, as they've held the World Tag Team titles in the past. And tonight they are looking to be center stage. The bell rings and we kicked off this matchup so far. Tyler Bate already with that bicycle kick, it seems. On to Javon Evans. With Javon here. Everybody's got a mind here. Nice attack there onto the move there. Javon getting him back up though. Nice attack there by Javon Evans. I mean, not very many people are familiar with his game. This tournament was the perfect opportunity for him to really showcase what he can do. Here we go. A little bit of just showboating here from the champion. We're going right after Tyler Bate. Tyler manages to fight through here into another kick. Bate continuing to stay on the attack, stay on Wesley. I mean, if he manages to pin Wesley tonight, I mean, who's to say that he wouldn't be able to get a title shot in the future? Nice attack there by Wesley. The big opportunity for both of these teams to move on to the quarterfinals of the tournament. Into the jaw there, Tyler Bate. Then tried to get a cheap shot there, but I think Javon just dodged him just in the nick of time. And he realizes what was happening, and now he's going to let Wesley get some offense in this fight. Brilliant athleticism there by the Cardiac Kid. Cover now. Pete Dunne, though, is going to look to save it for his team. There we go. Wesley. Nice splash there onto Tyler Bate. Oh, but Tyler Bate going for the roll up here. Can you imagine if he puts away Wesley like this, and a kick out though by the champ? He's gonna go to the outside of there. Great in-ring awareness to try to catch his breath for just a couple of seconds, but Tyler Bate is gonna knock the wind out of him instead. And a knee there to the face. Tyler Bate is thrown onto the barricade over there. Referee at a 5 count. Something's got to give. Wesley, he better not be thinking what I think he's thinking. He's not about to fly from all the way over there. Good. Okay, I got very worried there for a split second. Another Pele kick there, another bicycle kick there by Wesley. That had to reset the count there. I was gonna say, that's like, the ring is obviously 20 by 20 feet. So if he would have jumped, he would have had to jump a diameter of like 20 feet horizontally. And I don't think any man is even capable of that. Oh my God, Tyler Bate though, nice reversal. Catching Wesley there in the middle of the air, mind you. Multiple forearms there by the champion. Pete Dunne looking to want to enter this fight, and he does, and here comes the bruiserweight. Whip in the corner. A duck elbow there by Wesley. Makes the tag to Javon, and now the young OG and the Cardiac Kid. Going for it. Oh, and a pedigree. I mean, Wesley made the promise to Javon that if Wesley were to win the heavyweight title, I mean, Javon would be the man to get the first shot at the championship. I think it's more respected. There they go for the cover here. Kitty put away. Pete Dunne in a kick out though. I mean, could you imagine DDT there? But could you imagine if either one of these teams went to WrestleMania? Especially with Wesley. I mean, if he won the Dusty Classic and then beat the Viking Raiders at WrestleMania, he would pretty much just be a double champ. A double champ in 2 different brands. That has never been accomplished before, but I mean, there is a first for everything. Javon Evans, nice attack there. And it looks like Pete Dunne is in trouble here, but Bates gonna save it for his partner. But the young OG just, I guess he just likes flipping and flopping everywhere. Bate. Attacking. One back elbows there by Pete Dunne. It's the tag to Tyler Bate, and now British Strong Style. And I go for the attack, and it looks like Javon Evans got stunned there. He could be in danger here of being eliminated, but I think Wesley is going to save it for his team. Kick there by Tyler Bate. Underneath there. Multiple attack there on the outside. Oh my God, Tyler Bate just ate the steel there. These two have got to be very careful that they don't get each other eliminated, as they would pretty much both be out of this tournament. And I think Javon Evans would be perfectly okay with getting a count-out victory. We have 2 count. There goes Pete Dunne. Back there, Pete Dunne again. Javon Evans right now. He's just pretty much just getting attacked by both competitors right now. Is this even fair for him? But he's still managing to fight through. I don't know how he is, but he is. The referee at a 7 count. Things don't look good here for Javon. Tyler Bate to make the tag to Pete Dunne. The referee's at a 9 count. Javon has not moved a muscle.
Javon Evans has been eliminated.
And now it is Wesley that's going to have to fend for himself here as his partner got counted out. And Wesley is fired. His adrenaline is up. You see, I think now Javon Evans just kind of processed and realized what had just happened. And he seems almost defeated, almost disappointed over there when he was walking out from the ring. Feeling like he let his best friend down. And Wesley, but obviously Wesley is in danger of getting pinned here as Pete Dunne with a roll-up and a kick out. Dunne telling him to bring it. But it doesn't look like Wesley's in a good position here as he gets hit with the bitter end. Oh, a kick out though by Lee. Thought that they were going to advance right there. But Pete Dunne is not yet. My God, Pete Dunne is not done whatsoever. The Irish whip again into the middle of the ring there. I mean, at this point, I mean, you don't want to. They've got 6 minutes in this matchup currently. And Dunne is going to use that time to just get enough hits onto Wesley, knowing that his partner's not going to be able to come back. I think that is the dangerous thing, is Wesley is pretty much on his own to fend for himself right now. Just to pull himself, just trying to pull himself back up. Oh, a forearm there. A little bit done there, just to fight through there. Forearm there again by Wesley. A roll out there. An elbow. Oh my God, just Dunne continuing to go after the fingers. There's not really much you can do if you don't have fingers, I will be honest. Especially with thumbs. I don't think Pete Dunne cares about that right now. Because his only focus is to get his first round matchup done and out of the way, as they can't spend too much time on it. And obviously the first round of a tournament is gonna be where everybody's on their A game. I mean, you run the risk of losing a lot of your stamina to where if you do advance, depending on who you end up facing later on, it could end up affecting you long term. It looks like maybe Tyler Bate is wanting to fly again. Instead, Pete Dunne is gonna want to keep things fair and throw Wesley in the ring. Instead, Dunne gets inside. Wesley, though, is the legal man, as Tyler Bate is too. DDT there on the outside of the mat. And at this point, I think he's really just trying to get Tyler Bate maybe disqualified. Look for the suplex. Oh my God, his leg got caught there in between the rope and the post. My God, it looked nasty. I think Wesley doesn't realize what he just did. Took his eye off the ball for a second. Back elbows there by the champion. And now Wesley setting up for the Canadian Destroyer. Canadian Destroyer by the heavyweight champion. As Bates stunned. Wesley's gonna take it to the sky. The Cardiac Kid with the corkscrew. Pete Dunne, as long as Pete Dunne is still in this fight, he's gonna still keep breaking it up. Calling for him here. 3 minutes remaining in this matchup. Dunne and Bate are still together in this matchup, while Wesley has had to endure the most during it. But it's all about heart, all about resilience and perseverance. Pete Dunne, though, clocked him. Managed to catch him off guard for just a couple of seconds there. Pete Dunne tried to set up the bitter end. Wesley Irish whip in the corner. Forearm there by the champ. But Pete Dunne just got right back up from that with absolutely no issue whatsoever. Into the cover. The champion is gonna lose here tonight. Dunne just pinned the heavyweight champion as they now advance. Dunne and Bate a successful victory tonight as they head to the quarterfinals of this tournament, which basically confirms that they will face either the team of Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis or Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That would be next on the bracket.
Yes, boy!
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 357 pounds. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boy, as they like to say. We haven't seen Kit Wilson and Elton Prince in quite some time. These two, very flamboyant, very fun to watch, but do not take their looks as they are. I mean, it is exactly how the name entails. They are pretty deadly, as they like to call themselves. I believe a lot of the tag team division is toxic in terms of Kit Wilson. And you know what's interesting about this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is not the first time that Pretty Deadly and Diamond Mine would be competing against each other, because they actually had the same exact match last year when they faced each other in the first round of the Dusty Classic, and then Diamond Mine ended up going all the way and winning the inaugural tournament. Can they do a two-peat tonight?
And their opponents at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, Diamond Mine.
Such a fun team to watch. We know they haven't, they've been kind of, just in the shadows for a while. They really just need the opportunity to be out there to wrestle. That is what they love to do. And tonight they are looking to right the wrong from last year when they lost to the Viking Raiders. They are wanting their rematch. They want the opportunity to challenge them again, but they're going to have to go through this tournament for the second year in a row to get to WrestleMania. The matchup starts here, and already Elton Prince, forearm there onto Brutus. It's the tag, and now here comes Kit Wilson. The antidote in motion, as he likes to call himself. I am really trying not to talk too much because I know this is gonna be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't wanna run my voice too quickly. So I apologize if oh my god, I cannot talk right now. If in some moments I just kind of just space out. God, though, and I clocked there by not Kit Wilson, but Elton Prince. Attack there. We'll get him in the corner, but Brutus Creed is in trouble here. It's pretty deadly. Focus their sights onto their opponents. Brutus Creed could already get eliminated, but Brutus is gonna make the save. He realized what was happening just for a couple of seconds. Open that move there, and Wilson focuses on the neck. Though, and a nice slam there by Julius Creed. Turn German suplexes, just continuing to just throw them across the ring. Little attack here. And now he's got him up onto his shoulders. The Brutus ball connected. And I really do not think... Oh, but I spoke too soon. I was going to say, I really don't think he's going to get up from that, but I spoke way too soon. He made the save for his partner. And again, another Brutus ball. Kit Wilson is done and out, ladies and gentlemen. I really do not think... I don't know how he would even get up right now. See, my point exactly. I have no idea how he would get up. Which now leaves Elton Prince to have to fend off on his own right now. And he's going to try to do so. In any means necessary. Watching him from the corner. Nice spear there for just a couple of seconds. Continues to stay focused onto Julius Creed, but Brutus managed to get back in this thing. Attacked there by Julius Creed. Attack there by Elton Prince. And nice attack there, but instead careful there by Brutus. Continues to stay focused on him. Then Elton Prince, he's somehow finding a way to still continue to push through this thing. Julius cannot keep his eye off the ball here as Elton Prince, I mean, he can still take advantage with this matchup. Here we go. Obviously their football background there. Taking down Elton. Julius, I don't know what they could be thinking right now. Elton Prince open the arm there of Julius. It's the tag, and now and Diamond Mine have pretty much just been heavily focused here tonight. They know they've got the advantage. They are really just not trying to waste. They really just kind of have all the time of beating the world. They've beaten Elton Prince before, but they can't just, you know, completely disregard him. I mean, he could still pull off a shocking victory and somehow, you know, defeat Diamond Mine on his own. It is still a possibility. To the front. Elton Prince is gonna look to fly though. Julius didn't realize what happened there. He could be eliminated just from a slight distraction, but Brutus is gonna save it in time for his partner. The cover here, Elton Prince to put him away, and Julius Creed
has been eliminated.
Going for the cover here. Oh my God, could you imagine Elton Prince just back-to-back? Oh, kick out by Brutus. I was going to say back-to-back eliminating Diamond Mine. That would have been a hell of an outcome. Continues to fight through it. And Julius tried to kick him there for a second. That didn't work out too well. And that's German suplex by the Creed brother. Brutus is setting up the Brutus ball, showing he doesn't really need, you know, the execution of Julius for it. It is still just as dangerous on his own, but a kick out there by Elton Prince. Still managing to continue in this fight. 10 minutes have elapsed in this matchup. Only 5 minutes and 46 seconds remain as Brutus stays on him. Slams him down to the mat. And now Brutus Creed got him right where he wants him for another Brutus ball. And I think Elton Prince's night has to be done after that. And it is. The Creeds advance to the next round. Big victory tonight for the Creed brothers. They advance into the next round of the tournament. Now they face either Cedric and Frazier, or they take on the Nation in the quarterfinals. But they are going to rest up backstage until that moment comes where they have to come out again later tonight.
contest is an elimination match. On the way to the ring, and a combined weight of 505 pounds. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC.
Gallows and Anderson tonight, they have a hell of a fight to take on here with the Street Profits. You know, they came up short not too long ago when they went up against the LWO. I believe they actually got the victory. I can't remember, it was a while back.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Profits are always so fun to watch in the ring. The former World Tag Team Champions as well on their own accord. We can't forget about that instant classic that they had with the Viking Raiders at Survivor Series. That was one hell of a matchup that they put on there. And they are looking to get back on the hunt, looking to get back onto challenging the Raiders. This time on the grandest stage. So fun to watch tonight. You know the winner of this matchup, the winning team of this matchup, will go on to face Cruz and Joaquin in the quarterfinals. The bell rings, and it looks like we're going to start off here with the two big men in Dawkins and Gallows. And already it looks like Gallows tried to put him away there, but instead Montez is going to save it. Going to take a little bit more than that, especially when they just started this matchup here. I was with there in the corner. Montez Ford, now the legal man in this matchup. Goes for that slam there and plants him. Gallows and Anderson with a dominant team. I mean, they've competed all across the world. They have made their name. They've made their presence in Japan. Carl Anderson. The kick there to the chest here, but Montez okay, attack there, but Carl Anderson. A nice reversal there by Tez. Got to go for a clothesline there, but Carl Anderson counter. Another spine buster by Montez Ford. Makes the tag, and now his partner. The thing with Angelo Dawkins, not enough people talk about Angelo, but he has been just as successful. He's had his accomplishments throughout his career. He's definitely a man that you don't want to underestimate or even piss off for that matter. But Gallows and Anderson here don't care as they set up for the Magic Killer. Looking to put him away, and instead Montez Ford is going to break it up here. It's barely been 2 minutes. I really don't believe that Montez Ford was going to be eliminated already. We're sorry, Angelo Dawkins. Getting confused with the gear for whatever reason. Clothesline there by the big man. The big LG, as he likes to call himself. Big Luke Gallows, Big Doc Gallows, whatever you want to call him, as Angelo Dawkins just threw this man across the ring like a pillow. And Luke Gallows is Daisy, not aware of what's happening. As Montez tried to pin Gallows there, but Anderson managed to make the save. Gonna still keep doing whatever he needs to do here. And Montez tried to go for a high knee, it seems, but it didn't end up going the way he wanted it to. Try to go for an attack here. And Montez. Back elbow there by the big man. Nice move there by Montez. Looking to possibly take it to the sky here. Oh, and a miscalculation though from Montez Ford. As he's going to set himself up to take it to the skies. With the frog splash. Cover now onto Gallows. And he's out of here.
Has been eliminated.
Carl Anderson already wasting no time whatsoever on going right after Montez. Okay, that's right back up though into the neck breaker. Anderson now going to have to fend on his own here. Montez. Connect the revelation and put him away here. And a punch there by Angelo Dawkins that managed to stun Carl Anderson for a little while. Trying to make him tap out here, but Anderson, nice reversal there. Still managing to fight through it. Got him up onto his shoulders. Montez Ford. Gonna keep getting at it. The DDT there. Onto Anderson. Grabbed the leg there and took him down for a split second. He sees this opening for a couple of seconds to put him away and eliminate Montez Ford, but he's gonna still stay on this. The thing with Anderson is he cannot get frustrated in the early going of this matchup, especially during it being the first round. He's gotta stay focused. He's gotta, have at it. And now, it looks like Anderson tried to go for an attack there, but Montez Ford managed to catch him in midair into the cover. Anderson is gonna still push through it. I don't believe Gallows and Anderson were even part of the tournament the first time, and now Montez Ford with that beautiful frog splash from high up in the air, and that was enough damage to put him away.
Here are your winners, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Profits with a huge victory here tonight. Now they've got their matchup set against the LWO later tonight in the quarterfinals. So this team right here, force to be reckoned with. Schism.
The following contest is an elimination match. On the way to the ring, and a combined weight of 479 pounds. The team of Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy.
Gacy and Loomis have not forgotten that they lost their championships in the unification match to the Viking Raiders. They are looking to right that wrong, go all the way in the tournament, and meet the Viking Raiders one last time at WrestleMania. They have got a mountain to climb here tonight. This would be the first time that both Gacy and Loomis will compete in the Dusty Classic.
And their opponents, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
And Rollins and Reigns, who could forget that absolute banger that they put on at No Way Out when he faced his longtime brother Roman Reigns. After the matchup, I mean, he still had a lot of unresolved wounds during the matchup. But tonight, they did the unthinkable. They aligned each other to be in this Dusty Classic. Came to the realization that sometimes you may not like the person. You may not like the person, but you work well with them. Rollins and Reigns, they've had great tag team chemistry in the past. Tonight they are looking to test that in this tournament. Gacy, and then you've got a team like Gacy and Loomis who are a united pair. Almost finishing each other's sentences. Both have the same task in mind. But this man walks alone.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns!
And like I mentioned, Roman Reigns coming off of the huge victory from Seth Rollins a couple of weeks ago at No Way Out, earned the respect of Rollins. And they have joined forces for this tournament. Just a test to see how they would work as a team again. And if it didn't end up going the way they wanted, well, it was meant to be, I guess. The bell rings. Matchup is underway. Seth Rollins already immediately going for the curve stomp here onto Dexter Lumis. Can you imagine if he put him away here already in a kick out? Or not a kick out, I guess Joe Gacy ended up making the save for his partner. Rollins with that spinning elbow. We know that the winner of this matchup will take on Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in the quarterfinals of this tournament, which we still are going to see later on tonight. Go Seth Rollins. Nice attack there onto Lumis. Go for maybe a Phoenix splash here. Rollins calling for Lumis to get back up. Lumis, a former WWE, a former world champion on his own end. Surprisingly, I mean, not a lot of people know that, but I mean, this was at the top. Oh.
Dexter Lumis has been eliminated.
And Dexter Lumis already got eliminated in this matchup, which now means that Joe Gacy is pretty much on his own right now. I was trying to glaze Dexter Lumis for a little while by saying that he was a former world champion, but I mean, a lot of people don't really want to count it, especially because Lumis gave up the championship to Bray Wyatt, who was the then leader of Schism in the original group, until he eventually ended up getting kicked out by Karrion Kross. And attack there onto the corner, into the German suplex. Now Rollins. Then focuses his attention onto Lumis as much as he possibly can. Makes the tag to Roman, and here comes the Tribal Chief. The head of the table. And Roman setting him up here. Looks like he's already putting him away here with the spear. Cover now. And this matchup, less than 5 minutes as Rollins and Reigns advance.
The team up, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Rollins and Reigns with a huge victory tonight. They now advance. This was a very quick matchup for them, almost like a squash match. And now Roman's cousins, the Usos, are set for battle as they are on the other side of the bracket.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Jimmy and Jay tonight, former tag team champions on their own. They are set to take on Gallus. A hell of a fight with this. Well, the Usos competed in last year's tournament as well. They actually ended up going all the way to the semifinals. So they ended up losing to Diamond Mine, but then winners.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 503 pounds, Joe Coffey and Wolfgang Gallus.
And of course, Drew, because of the rules of the Dusty Classic, Drew McIntyre is unable to be in their corner tonight. Drew McIntyre will be unable to be in their corner tonight to be in support of them, obviously, because of the manager role. McIntyre does not want to, risk Gallus being disqualified in this thing. Never challenge for championship the rest of the year. Just let the Gallus boys just show the world what they can do, is the motto. It already starts at Jey Uso, just planted him with a spear into the cover, and it looks like it was saved by Joe Coffey. Here we go, Jey setting up for possibly a super kick here. Another one there by the brother Russo. Though Gallus, this would be their first time actually competing in the Dusty Classic. The Usos are the experienced veterans in this. Well, we know the winners are gonna take on the Motor City Machine Guns in the quarterfinals. Makes the tag here to Joe Coffey. And a strong clothesline there just plants him on the mat. Another attack there, but instead Jey Uso. I can't even tell anymore which one's Jimmy and which one's Jey. The attack there. And we're now in a kick out with Jey Uso. There we go. Jey Uso can win here tonight, but managed to put through Joe Coffey, and he's still in this thing. Nice attack there by the Usos. They're trying to go for a Uso splash here, but looked like Wolfgang costed him there. We're going for another splash here, but instead Joe Coffey's going to get out of it just in the nick of time. Strong slam there by Joe Coffey into the forearm. Their attack there onto Jimmy. Outside, we can maybe stun him and count it out here. Wolfgang goes, I guess Wolfgang just took his eye off the ball, and there go the Gallus boys. With a kick there by Joe Coffey. It's just kind of conflicted at what he wants to do, I guess. I guess they're just gonna do a mid-off right now. I'm just not trying to go for a super kick. The reversal. Nice move there, though, by Joe Coffey. I'll give him credit for that one. Jey Uso tried to use the right leg for the super kick and targeted the left leg, the one that's keeping him upright. Get it back up, though. Go for another super kick, but Joe Coffey's just going to continue to keep going. Now he could be looking to finish him off here with the clothesline. Good night. No, instead he's going to still keep having at it. Flip there. I don't know what they could be thinking right now. Jey Uso. Attack there, and Joe Coffey manages to get the offense in. Backing the leg there of Jey Uso. Look for an attack on the corner, but he manages to reverse out of it. Let's score our uppercut there. brother there by Jey Uso. Another slap, though, for good measure. And the cover looking to put him away here. Can he do it? Oh, and a rope break to save himself in the matchup. It'll take a little bit more than that to really put him away. The tag, and now here comes Jimmy Uso. Feeling a little oozy here tonight, I guess. With a super kick. Now possibly going for an Uso splash here. Instead, Wolfgang now tags himself in. Oh my God, they planted him. Whoa, Wolfgang in trouble. Almost getting eliminated there, but he's still in this fight. He's far from done just yet, though. Jimmy Uso heading to the top rope once again into, I believe, almost a Superman punch there. With the tag, and now here comes his brother Jay. Double team sequence, just honestly, arguably one of the best tag teams on the planet right now. If they really want to showcase that and prove the world exactly that, then they would need to win this tournament. Win this tournament and beat the Viking Raiders. A jaw there on Joe Coffey. Doesn't look like he's in good shape here as he gets eliminated.
Has been eliminated.
And now Joe Coffey's going to have to fight this thing on his own now. Jimmy and Jay are still continuing to push through it. Super kick again. I'm just trying to pull himself up as much as he possibly can. Now that Wolfgang is pretty much out of the matchup. Just Joe Coffey just trying to buy as much time as he possibly can. Covered now, though, the Usos advance to the next round here in the Dusty Classic. It looks like they're going to meet the Motor City Machine Gun. Huge victory here tonight by the Uso brothers. They move on to the next round of the tournament. They will be taking on the Motor City Machine Guns, like I mentioned, later in the night. But in the meanwhile, they're going to have to recompose themselves, maybe get a drink of water, you know, just get back in the mix. And here comes a team that's so fun to watch. Nathan Frazier has arrived.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Jersey, the Channel Islands, weighing in at 182 pounds, Nathan Frazier.
And who could honestly forget the absolute banger that, I mean, all of these teams have faced the Viking Raiders at one point or another. Remember on SmackDown a couple of months ago, him and Cedric Alexander took on the Viking Raiders. It was one hell of a fight between the two.
He goes by the name of Pride.
And his partner, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric
Alexander, like I mentioned, he and his partner Nathan Frazier put on one hell of a fight when they took on the Viking Raiders. You know, Cedric and Frazier have been a pretty good team ever since they had joined forces. I mean, they have been one of the most exciting teams to watch on SmackDown. With both of them having a lot of familiarity in common, both of them being known as the face of ECW brand at one point. But speaking of BCW, they're gonna have to get through these men right here. The reigning, defending tag team champion.
And at a combined weight of 514 pounds, the tag team champions, Apollo Crews and Oba Femi, the Nation.
Femi and Cruz coming off of a successful title defense last week at One Night Stand as well, when they defeated Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen to retain the championships. Their schedules have been very busy, tonight this being one of them, as they are set not to defend their championships, but have the opportunity to capture another set of tag team title gold to win this tournament. Femi and Cruz, of course, brought into BCW by Apollo. Since then, they have run rampant together. We start off this match here with Oba Femi and Nathan Frazier. Oba Femi and Nathan Frazier, which I think is an interesting dynamic to start this matchup here. Oba Femi obviously being thrown into this matchup, but this kind of fight is where he best persists in. Good attack, Apollo. Go for the neck breaker there, and he planted him. Got to pull himself up here. This matchup, like I mentioned, the winning team obviously going to head to the semifinals, or not the semifinals, the quarterfinals, as they would go on to take on Julius and Brutus Creed in Diamond Mine to whoever wins this matchup. Going to be either the team of the Nation, the team of Cedric and Nathan Frazier there with a nice kick by Frazier. Referee's at a 6 count right now. I don't think this would go well for either man that's on the outside to be eliminated here. Referee now at an 8 count. Apollo Crews has not moved whatsoever. He could be risking getting himself eliminated.
Apollo Crews has been eliminated.
I don't know if he managed to save himself just in time, but Oba Femi is going to capitalize. And I mean, I just received a word that Apollo Crews had actually just barely, by like just maybe like 2.999 or a 9.999 count, got back into the ring, and they still counted it. Well, lucky bastard Apollo Crews is. Better for a slap there, but right now you're dealing with a man like Oba Femi. The referee is just completely just dead and knocked out right now, which gives Oba Femi just enough time to just cause destruction. If Frazier has anything to say about it. Nice attack there by the champion. For Cedric Alexander, former ECW heavyweight champion. And he was back in that time period whenever he was on the brand. Setting him up here. Clanton Oba. Looking to put him away here, and a kick out by the ruler. Tag team wrestling indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Cedric Alexander staying focused on Obafemi and flying to the outside. Keeping him down, keeping him grounded. That's the best kind of strategy that you want to use for this fight. Well, Cedric wants to taking it to the skies, but Obafemi, now he's back up on his feet. Now it's a dangerous territory for Alexander and Frazier that are going to have to deal with an angry Obafemi. On a takedown there by Alexander. In the ring. Here comes Nathan Frazier, though. Very exciting to watch in the ring. That's his fight. That's his focus. Femi trying to go for the strong, stiff clothesline, but I think Nathan Frazier still managed to pull through. And Oba on the offense here, just picking up Frazier like absolutely nothing. The referee is knocked out once again. I don't know what the hell everybody's problem is with the referee here. Obafemi, I think that's the least of his concern right now. He just wants to inflict damage, just wants to inflict pain as much as possible. Hello, Cruz. Back there by Frazier. These two back inside the ring. Little boos here. Not a lot of people are the biggest Apollo Crews fans. Some people like to say the phrase it's a refined taste to be a fan of Apollo Crews. Okay, nice sequence there by Cedric Alexander. Got a mind here, just watching along as now Obafemi once again enters this fight. Alexander has not been intimidated by the ruler, by the big man whatsoever throughout this matchup. Going to stay focused here as Alexander tried to attack Apollo Crews, but it didn't work out the way he wanted there. Alexander tried to go for a high knee, but Obafemi clocked him. Obafemi again sets his sights. Alexander reverses. Looks the tag, and here comes Nathan Frazier. He's looking to fly up to the top rope into the splash. As Oba could have been eliminated there, but Apollo Crews saved it for his team just in time. Frazier again with another Phoenix splash. Obafemi, still in this fight. You're Nathan Frazier right now. I don't know what you could possibly inflict more in this case. He's gonna still have to keep fighting. He's still gonna have to keep going. Obafemi's a man that's not gonna go down as easily. Cedric Alexander clocked him. They're gonna put him away here, and instead Oba counters again. Maybe just a lumbar check will do the job for Obafemi. Makes the tag, and now here comes his partner. The double team sequence here onto Oba. Funny, just trying to keep himself back up, though. Oh my God! I think he accidentally took out Cedric Alexander there during the fight, during the brawl there. Now Apollo gets his hands on Frazier. I think it would be pretty interesting if the tag team champions were to lose here tonight. Maybe, you know, I wouldn't want to think that, you know, maybe it could be a future tag team title opportunity, you know, for their championships, but they would have to be on the same brand for that, obviously. But who's to say they wouldn't have it in the future? Femi throwing Nathan Frazier again just across the room. No fear, no intimidation whatsoever. With the scoops, with the power slam there by the big man. Now here comes Apollo Crews in the fight. Elbow drop there. 10 minutes have pretty much already elapsed in this matchup so far. But it's still continuing to fight through. Oh my God, though, and Frazier just took him out to the outside here. Something's got to give for these two teams right now, as we are almost about to be on the 5-minute or the 10-minute mark of this matchup for the 15-minute time limit, and neither man has been eliminated so far. You could run the risk of both of them getting out of here, but Apollo Crews still fighting, still in this. Here go Alexander. Could he finish him off with a lumbar check? He connected it. Apollo Crews is gonna get out. And at this point, I mean, Obafemi is on his own right now. I don't know how he's gonna do it. I don't know how he's gonna persist. But he's gonna have to take on Frazier and Alexander on his own. God, though, just Obafemi. At this point, their strategy would just have to be to get Obafemi counted out. Okay. Cedric. Gets back in the ring with a 6 count. Oba tried to get his hands on him. Cedric rolled out there for a second. Alexander again on the attack. Allowing him to bring every ounce being on to him. But Oba using the ropes as leverage, looking to put away Cedric in a kick out here. Prime time. Oh my God, Obafemi clocked him. But Frazier would rather risk. At this point, they really just have to jump Obafemi as much as they possibly can right now. You're at the 3-minute and 18-second mark. Obafemi's on his own. It doesn't look like Alexander and Frazier are looking to quit anytime soon. They're going to just keep going at this until maybe both of them could be eliminated. Oh, goodness. Now Oba flying to the top. Very unfamiliar territory for a guy like Obafemi's size. He'd just be jumping up from the top turnbuckle, but Alexander hits him with the frog splash as he's comfortable taking it to the sky. Obafemi in big trouble. Apollo Crews pretty much eliminated, which now leaves the ruler to pull a 3-1 lead at this point. Nathan Frazier tried to go for the... Obafemi trying to go for the Phoenix Splash there, but now Nathan Frazier still pushing through it into the attack. Got 2 minutes remaining in this fight. Doesn't look like they're gonna stop anytime soon. This is gonna easily probably be a double elimination. Obafemi clocked him. But Frazier got eliminated.
Has been eliminated.
Nathan Frazier is out of this matchup, which now leaves Alexander and Obafemi in sudden death in the last minute and 30 seconds of the matchup. Something's got to give right now. Otherwise, these two teams are going to be eliminated. Both of the teams would be eliminated, which would automatically make Diamond Mine head to the semifinals. That would be great. Oh my God, Alexander. Cover now to put away the ruler and a kick out here. I was gonna say, if you are Diamond Mine right now and both of these teams get eliminated, I mean, they pretty much just wait for the semifinals. I mean, what more could you really do? That's the risk that you run in this kind of tournament. Oba. Go for a roll-up here, but not very often we see Obafemi going for a roll-up. That's how you know he's desperate right now, and he got him. He managed to pull through, and he rolled up for the victory.
Here are your winners, Apollo Crews and Obafemi, the Nation.
Crews and Femi advancing now to the quarterfinals. As we see the bracket here, the LWO taking on the Street Profits, the Motor City Machine Guns against the Usos, British Strong Style against Roman and Seth, and then Diamond Mine against the Nation in the quarterfinals coming up here shortly.
The following contest is an elimination match. On their way to the ring, at a combined weight of 365 pounds, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, the LWO.
And we now commence here into our quarterfinal matchup, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the LWO's Joaquin Wilde and Cruz Toro, who have made it to this round of the tournament by defeating Logan Paul and Lexis King. They've got a long way to go if they even want to think about winning this tournament. Got to go through this match and then like the semis and then the finals. It's not an easy path to get to WrestleMania, but at the end of the day, somebody's gonna do it.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Profits look fired up here tonight, look a little bit more refreshed compared to their matchup earlier, as they qualified to be in this round by defeating the OC earlier in the night. So now this opportunity is for the semi-final position. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins looking to be the Iron Men of the Dusty Classic. They haven't had much history before in the past with the LWO. And I know damn well for sure they're not their biggest fans. I can tell you that. Here we go, the bell rings already. Joaquin Wilde with that double knees there to the face. The rules still apply here. 15-minute time limit for both teams. Elimination only matchup to where both competitors have to be eliminated. Oh my God, just Angelo Dawkins throwing Cruz del Toro all the way across the ring. We now know that the pressure and the competition only gets tougher the further you go in this tournament. Both of these teams won their respective matches in the first round, obviously, just like every other team in the quarterfinals. To get the opportunity to kind of earn the opportunity to challenge the Viking Raiders at WrestleMania. Street Profits would love nothing more to get back the rematch that they have against them, and then so is Lucha, what is it called? Oh my God, sorry, Latino World Order. Oh my God, the nice kick there by Cruz del Toro, looking to already put away Montez Ford. Angelo Dawkins not anywhere around, but Montez is still gonna keep going in this fight. Gonna take a little bit more to put him away, but you definitely know that both teams have, you know, they're not at 100% in this part of the tournament, and it's not going to get any better. Your collar double tie up. Montez Ford. With a power bomb here, and he plants it in. Beautifully executed there. Nice Seguri there by Cruz del Toro. Doesn't look like he wants to tag his partner in anytime soon. Go for the move there from using the ropes as leverage, but Montez Ford managed to reverse out of it. Nice reversal there by Cruz, but Montez caught him in time. Angelo with a cheap shot. Curata there. Only one of these teams here have had success before in the past by achieving tag team title gold. Legado Lucha World. Oh my God, I keep messing up the name for whatever reason. The LWO's Latino World Order are looking to dominate in this fight. Driver flips here in the corner. And tag to Angelo Dawkins, his partner. It was always so fun to watch in the ring. Oh my goodness. Great execution there by the Profits. Brilliant tag team chemistry between the two. He goes for the cover here. He'll put away Cruz del Toro, but he's still pushing through here. It took a little bit more than that to really put him away, but shoulder and elbow there for a split second. Makes the tag to Montez. Again, the Street Profits maintain offense. The revelation there by Montez Ford. But I think in the heat of the moment, he forgot that he's got to take out Joaquin Wilde as well. To possibly even have the chance of Cruz del Toro not kicking out there. Multiple slaps there by Cruz. Flipping the ropes. Down into that kick. We're looking to put him away here. Montez Ford could be in trouble. Oh, and Angelo Dawkins realized it there at the very last second that Montez Ford was very much at risk of being eliminated. He was not going to take that risk, obviously. Speaking of risk, Joaquin Wilde tried to take a big one there. Didn't work out for him too well in his favor. something up to his feet. Nice knee there by Montez. Pick up there by Joaquin. Just completely no-sold that there from Montez. Now the big man. Tried to lift him up. It didn't work out so well. Dawkins slamming up there on the mat. The hit hard there. Flips him again in the corner. Again, Montez forward to the Street Profits. That's the thing you've got to do. Consistent tags here. Brilliant tag team chemistry between these two. And I think they're, I guess, starting to maybe realize that you've got to take out Joaquin Wilde as well, but I don't think they're willing to do that yet. The referee at a 2 count while Montez and Joaquin Wilde are brawling on the outside. Montez forward. Guess he got a little bit carried away there, and in the process, he ended up hitting the back of his head. The back elbows there by Joaquin Wilde. Try to go for an hurricane, it seems, but Montez grabbed the legs just in the nick of time. Possibly thinking about something here. Irish whips him here in the corner, makes the tag to Cruz del Toro. LWO gonna gain some offense here. That nice diving shoulder tackle. Montez gotta be very careful though. Gotta keep his eye on the ball, but Cruz del Toro just took out Montez to the outside. Would be completely fine with the count-out victory, and now he just completely attacked Angelo Dawkins. The LWO very aware that they've got to single a man out in this matchup. Gotta go for an attack on Montez. Oh my God, just throwing him into the barricade there, into the LED board. Reversal there by Montez Ford. Gotta throw him onto the steps. Oh my goodness. Just continuing. You see Montez targeting the leg of Cruz del Toro. He knows that a lot of his offense comes from his leg strikes. And he's just going to have a little bit of fun here. Montez Ford gonna fly, and he does. Used Cruz del Toro. I was gonna say used Cruz del Toro there like a gym mat. A crash pad is, I guess, what I was trying to say. I don't know why I didn't think of that in the very beginning. Referee's at a 5 count, but it doesn't seem like the Profits are too worried about whether Cruz del Toro wants to come back in this matchup or not, but I guess in this case he does do so. Watch out, here going for this move here, and he plants Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins in trouble, shoulders down, a kick out though. Gonna have to pull a little bit more out of his arsenal. Cruz del Toro there. Nice Phoenix splash from the middle turnbuckle into the cover. Oh, Angelo Dawkins still powering through here. Tag team wrestling indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That is what this is all about. The opportunity to showcase to the world that we are one of the best united teams in this business. Angelo Dawkins gonna go for a cover here, but Joaquin Wilde breaks it up. Then he's thinking about what the hell he's got to do here to put him away. There's Del Toro into the cover to pin Angelo Dawkins, and he does.
Dawkins has been eliminated.
And now Montez Ford at this point, he's gonna have to fend for himself. Angelo Dawkins just now realized what happened, and he has no other choice but to get out of the ring, as Montez Ford is battling this now on his own. The LWO with the numbers advantage to get the win.
Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild, the LWO.
Big victory tonight for the oh my God. Big victory tonight for the Latino World Order. Wild and Cruz head to the semifinals of the Dusty Classic. 2 matches in a row that they have went through.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
And the Motor City Machine Guns qualified in the first round matchup to get the opportunity to be here tonight in this match. But they're gonna have to get through the Usos if they want to proceed in the tournament.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
The Usos tonight. What I was trying to say earlier is that the Motor City Machine Guns defeated Axiom and the men's world champion Dragon Lee. And then you've gone on the Usos and they defeated Joe Coffey and Wolfgang and Gallus to get to this point. A lot of people would say that the Usos and the Motor City is a dream match. I wouldn't blame them. But after the outcome of this match, one of these 2 teams are going to head back home. The other will proceed further as Jimmy Uso hit him with a spear. Looking to already defeat him here and manages to break it up in time for his partner, Chris Sabin. See Jimmy Uso there, the strong super kick there. I'm gonna go here as both men are worn out, they're fatigued. But that's not stopping them whatsoever. Makes the tag to Chris Sabin. Slapped over his chest. Into Jimmy. Locked him there on his head. God, an attack there by Jey Uso. Looking to put away Alex Shelley, but Chris Sabin again saving it for his team. Going to get back up onto his feet. Nice attack there. Move there by Alex Shelley. Looking for a super kick. Oh my God, though, clocked him. Slap to the chest there. There's multiple super kicks there. Back over there by Alex Shelley. Oh my goodness. Blocked Jey Uso there. Another back and forth between these 2 competitors. I think after seeing that, I know exactly who I want to win, and it is not the one with the tattoos. I can tell you that. Alex Shelley, I think after what that, I think I don't, after what that man-child did right there. Oh my God, though, a spear though by Jey Uso. I'm sorry I had to use such profanity, but I mean, it's hard out here. We'll go for the attack. We'll go again. Uso try to go for a super kick there. Instead, Alex Shelley. That's her Kurana taking down the former tag team champion. My goodness, what a super kick. Super kick there by Jimmy Uso. Looking to possibly advance to the next round of the tournament. With the back elbow. They run into him. Nice drop kick. Leads in the corner. Alex Shelley again. Another kick there by Jimmy Uso. Nice reversal. You two just duking it out here. Another DDT there by Jimmy. Chris Sabin calls for the tag, and now he enters in this matchup. Chris Sabin all fired up right now. Back and forth between these two. Block them. Go for the cover now. Can he put him and eliminate him? But Jey Uso will continue to keep fighting for his partner. For his brother. Alex Shelley then makes another tag to Chris Sabin. Brilliant tag team execution from these two. Just consistent tags is what you need to do in this kind of match. It has to be very dangerous to just let one competitor do the work pretty much. Irish whip Uso. They had a 9 here, but Alex Shelley, he's got his own plan. I guess that backfired as Jimmy Uso just dropped him there on his back. Can he get the pinfall? Oh, a kick out though by Shelley. Gonna take a little bit more to really put him away here. Of course, the Usos from Raw, and then Motor City Machine Guns from BCW. Looking to represent each one of these teams looking to represent their brand. So another super kick. Using the ropes as leverage. And another one for good measure. Try to go for just one more to put it away, but Shelley. And for the single leg Boston Crab here. Uso struggling to get out of it, but he made it out just in time. The Irish whips him here to the outside. I don't know what he's thinking over here, but I guess Alex Shelley didn't realize that Jey Uso is still very much conscious in this matchup. He's still going to keep fighting. He's still going to keep going. Just grabbing the leg there. Made a big mistake. Alex Shelley bringing the fight. Every fiber of his being right now to eliminate their opponent. Jey is trying to make the tag to his brother Jimmy, but he's too far away, and he does manage to do so. Sabin And Jimmy Uso, now the legal men in this fight. A nice reversal there by Jimmy. And another spear there. Cover now here. Chris Sabin in trouble, but his partner, Alex Shelley, is not going to abandon him just like that. He's going to fight together with him. That's what this type of matchup's all about. We're going to double team here by the Usos. The Uso splash there, it seems to have connected. Chris Sabin completely no-sold that. Super kick there. And now the tides could be changing. May have spoken too soon. Uso splash, but Sabin countered. Flipping into the ropes. He thought of something else and something else planned out there. My God. Another tag. Here comes Alex Shelley. But Jey Uso is very aware to get out of the ring just in time, but these two just slugging it outside. Look at their mind here, Alex Shelley. Oh my God, just planted Jey Uso onto the outside near the steel steps ringside. Referee at a 5 count. They've got to be very careful that they don't get each other counted out. But Jey Uso is not looking too good right now. Referee's at an 8 count. Jey Uso can barely see anything right now, as now he's covered and now he's bleeding. Now he's got blood on. Now he's got blood on his forehead. Into the cover here. Can he put away Alex Shelley? And he does manage to roll him up. Which now leaves one man remaining for the Motor City Machine Guns, and that's Chris Sabin. The Usos are not worried whatsoever about this matchup here. So Chris Sabin, nice counter, taking him down there. Chris Sabin, trying to go for an attack here, but Jimmy Uso counter with the forearm of his own. Let's get him down in the corner here. Nice reversal by Chris Sabin. An attack there onto the corner, leaving Jimmy Uso stunned. And now Chris Sabin, roll up here. Can he get him just in time? And he got him. He rolled him up.
Has been eliminated.
Oh, and a spear there by Jey. Jey Uso looking to advance in the tournament, but Sabin continues to fight here. At this point, Jey Uso pulling out all the stops here as he's setting up for the Uso splash. Owen completely missed there. He missed him. Sabin gonna drop him and put him down. Cover him. 2, 3. Motor City advance to the semis.
Here are your winners, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
This team from BCW just showcasing, just absolutely impressing a lot of the crowd here in this tournament. And a lot of them, this is their first time experiencing the Motor City Machine Guns. As BCW has already placed their map on the semifinals. But here's another team that is looking to also get to there.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 380 pounds. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Bate and Dunne ready to throw down with the Motor City, or not the Motor City machine guns. I'm thinking about whenever their last encounter was.
And their opponent, first, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
And I think Rollins and Reigns probably had the shortest match in the tournament so far. They put away Schism's Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis literally in like less than 5 minutes. I think it just wasn't their night. I don't know what had happened, but Rollins and Reigns have got another task ahead of them in the quarterfinals as they are set to battle against the longest reigning tag team champions in BCW history. I think this is going to be the point where, honestly, I don't think Rollins and Reigns are going to get past this point. Not against a team that's united as Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. But maybe I could be proven wrong. That's what Rollins loves to do. He loves to put doubt in people's heads and show everybody that he is not someone to be taken lightly.
And from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns!
Roman dominating during the last matchup in the tournament. But as I was stating a couple of minutes ago before Roman came out here, this is going to be an interesting match. You've got a team that was very united in the past, but now time has passed. The bruises and wounds have occurred between the animosity of these two. And then you've got Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. A similar situation where they came up in the business together. But this is different. This is Dunne and Bate in their absolute best shape of their tag team careers. They have so much to prove here tonight. And they do not want to lose to Rollins and Reigns. Here we go, the matchup starts, and we've got Bate and Dunne here against Rollins and Reigns, and it looks like they're already going for the cover here, looking to move on to the next round of the tournament, but a kick out there by Bate. Right now you see Rollins gonna just keep, I guess he's gonna keep maintaining Tyler Bate as much as possible, but it seems like he's already going for the curb stomp here to finish him off early on in this tournament. but Pete Dunne is going to make a save here. I think it's going to take way more than that if he's going to put him away. A bit of wow here, but Rollins up on this middle turnbuckle here, but Bate managed to counter. Of course, Rollins and Reigns qualified by beating Schism earlier in the night, and then you've got British Strong Style that beat the BCW Heavyweight Champion Wes Lee along with Javon Evans to get to this point. Right now you've got Seth Rollins just kind of struggling to pull himself up here. I know we know that the LWO is advancing to the next round of the tournament. Reigns makes the tag. Now he's the legal man in this matchup. Gonna focus his attention here onto Dunne. Got him in a tree of woe right now, and then just using that boot to just press up on his face. And it looks like he's already gonna finish him off here. Go for the spear, but Dunne managed to get out of it just in the nick of time. Pete Dunne heading up to the top rope here, into the knee drop. Looking to pin Roman, but Rollins is gonna make the save for his partner. Gonna be a hell of a fight so far between Rollins and Reigns, who've had their accolades on their own, and then you've got Dunne and Bate, who are former tag team champions on their own end, and you see that great tag team chemistry there by British Strong Style, but the referee, for some reason, he just left the ring. A kick out there by Roman. The referee just left for no reason whatsoever. What was the purpose of it? I have no idea, honestly. There you go, Tyler Bate looking to fly up here at the top. Nice corkscrew there from midair. Reigns in trouble here. Oh, but he's gonna still fight through it. Tag team wrestling indeed, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly what it is all about here in this Dusty Classic. Roman makes the tag to Rollins. Now he's the legal man in the matchup. Off the stomp here to Bate. Keeping him grounded as best as he possibly can here. Irish whip into the rope, and now gonna once again consistent tags in and out of the ring. Dunne now the legal man in the match, and he's gonna look to keep his focus maybe on Rollins, maybe even get him counted out or something. And try to go for a chop here. Rollins just consistent strikes and kicks. Throws him to the side of the barricade. Referee's already at a 4 count. It could be in trouble here. Monkey flip there by Dunne. Pete Dunne gets back in the ring. Referee's at a 6 count. Rollins, he's going to take his sweet time here, but Dunne is just going after Roman Reigns at the moment. DDT onto the apron. Wasted no time whatsoever to go after his opposition, and Rollins gonna give him a receipt of his own with that forearm to the back of the neck. Done Irish whip. There by Dunne. The referee's at a 7 count. These two are in danger of getting eliminated here. Pete Dunne makes it back inside, but Rollins. Referee's at a 9 count. Rollins hasn't moved.
Seth Rollins has been eliminated.
And he got eliminated from this matchup here. Dunne is going to capitalize on a singled out Roman Reigns. This could be a huge opportunity for British Strong Style to advance to the next round. Roman Reigns fighting on his own. Tyler Bate needed a chest. Looking to put him away here to advance to the semifinals. Oh, but Roman's gonna fight out of it. Gonna take a little more than that to put him away here. Tyler Bate, though, he's not done whatsoever. He's still got a lot of energy left in him here. Roman, on the other hand, he's gonna have to conserve it. And a spear. Is this gonna be it, though? Pete Dunne is not gonna make it easy for the tribal chief. He's gonna break up the count as much as he possibly can, as long as he's standing. Well, the kick up there by Bate. Oh, no. Oh, and then Roman Reigns there managed to reverse it just in time. It's not very often you have Roman go up on the middle rope. But Tyler Bate managed to get out of the matchup, and now here comes Dunne. Nice attack there by Roman. A reversal by Dunne. Virus with the ropes here. Roman got him just in time. Tried to go for a reverse German. Tried to go for Superman punch, though, and then Pete Dunne countered with the double drop kick. Gonna pull himself up to his feet. Pete Dunne feeling confident here as he rakes the eyes of Roman. He rolls out of it just in time for the Superman punch. Superman punch there by Roman. Looking to gain some momentum as he connects with the spear. Tyler Bate realizing what is happening, and it looks like he set that up way ahead of time. And you see Roman Reigns frustrated from that. Knew that he could have possibly put away Pete Dunne earlier in the matchup. Roman Reigns, oh my God, just trying to kill Tyler Bate here. Roman Reigns at this point is attempting murder, trying to make it to the next round of this tournament. Cover here by Dunne once again to put away Roman Reigns here in a kick out. Hell of a fight here so far. Studded Bate. Continue to focus here. On raking the arms. He's such a technical wizard. He sets up Roman Reigns. I don't think he's got much left in him. Done with the bitter end. Imagine them heading to the semis here. Oh, but Roman is not gonna make it easy. Rollins has got to be sweating backstage, as this is now falling entirely on Roman to fend on his own. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are showing consistent tags between one another. Just keep Roman as busy as possible. That is the game plan. Consistent tags, or you'll get the job done. Gonna go for a boot here. Roman Reigns gonna get back here in the ring for a split second. Tyler Bate will just get back in just in time as well. Roman, oh my goodness. Trying to pull himself, hoist himself back up to his feet here. The back elbow there by Bate. Going to a spinning wheelbarrow by Bate, and Roman. Brilliant high ring IQ here from the tribal chief, rolling out of the ring just in time to prevent himself from being pinned. Roman, what does he have in mind here? Setting up in that corner over there. Maybe just taking a couple of seconds to breathe while he goes after Tyler Bate, staring directly at Pete Dunne, so he can look at the onslaught of what he's doing to him. And Tyler Bate, though, going right after the leg of Roman. You take out the leg, it's going to be very easy to keep him down. Gotta go for another Irish whip again. Tyler Bate here did try to. And Roman. Clotheslines there by Roman. Oh, strong one there onto Bate. We're trying to keep him down here as much as he possibly can. With Tyler Bate is just stunned right now. Roman gonna lift him up here onto the apron. 10 minutes have elapsed in this match so far. And not even Dunn or Bate have been eliminated yet from the matchup. It's only going to be a matter of time here into a Superman punch. There we go, Tyler Bate in big trouble here, but I think he's still fending off. He's still fighting. Referees at a 7 count. Roman Reigns at risk of being counted out here. Something's gotta give, but it looks like Tyler Bate does not want to lose. It doesn't seem like they want to win that way. They could have easily taken that count out win from both Rollins and Reigns here, but it backfired into the spear. Good night, Bate. Oh, but Pete Dunne saving it just in time again. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the matchup here. Bate gets attacked with another one. For good measure, Bate eliminated.
Has been eliminated.
Now down to Pete Dunne and Roman Reigns. Their bicycle kick from the Bruiserweight. In sudden death at the last 3 minutes of the matchup. They've got to give until one of these men. Oh, Roman tried to go for a Superman punch there, but Dunne managed to counter. Ducked just in the nick of time. And now Dunne going to go back up here to the top rope. Are they looking to fly as he heads up top? Got him. Pete Dunne got him here. Trying to set up for the bitter end, but now Roman countered into a forearm. Headbutt to the back of the head. Kick to the back of the tailbone here. 2 minutes, 27 seconds remain. One of these men have got to win eventually. Otherwise, they're both going to get eliminated. Roman, he's thinking about going for a drive-by here. And at this point, Pete Dunne, I don't think he's got much fight left in him. Roman, on the other hand, setting him up into the spear. You gotta cover him here. Roman and Rollins to advance. Oh, but Dunne again counters. 1 minute and 25 seconds remain right now, but Pete Dunne going for the roll-up here. Going for the schoolboy, looking to make it to the semifinal. Can he do it? Roman Reigns in trouble here, but he's still fighting through. Sudden death right now for both of these men. Bate and Rollins eliminated, now down to a one-on-one between the Bruiserweight and the Tribal Chief. Pete Dunne not afraid of him whatsoever. Gonna continue to bring the pressure onto Roman here with that suicide dive. Last 50 seconds of the matchup. Sudden death here in the last minute. What's gonna happen here? 44 seconds on the clock. Dunne with the knee to the back. Cover now, Pete Dunne to win, to advance to the semis. Oh, but Roman is still gonna go through. 30 seconds remain in the matchup. What the hell is gonna happen here? Roman Reigns Irish whip into the clothesline there. Strong clothesline. I think maybe Dunne's taken enough damage. And he did. Roman advances.
Here are your winners, the team of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
I don't know how they pulled it off, but they did. Rollins and Reigns now head to the finals of the Dusty Classic. At the last 30 seconds of this matchup, what a fight between these two teams.
The following contest is an elimination match. On their way to the ring, at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, Diamond Mine.
And now we are set to find out who will be taking on Roman and Seth in the semifinals. It will either be the last year's Dusty Cup winners, Diamond Mine, or it will be the tag team champions from BCW, Apollo Crews and Oba Femi. We already know the semis. After this match will be the LWO versus Motor City Machine Guns.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 514 pounds, the Tag Team Champions, Apollo Crews and Oba Femi, the Nation.
Yeah, this is an interesting predicament here. Of course, the Nation advanced to the quarterfinals after they defeated in what was possibly one of the best matches of this tournament so far when they took on Nathan Frazier and Cedric Alexander, ending their tournament run. And then you've got Diamond Mine, who eliminated Pretty Deadly earlier tonight. But now these two teams, they know what awaits them in the next round. But the question is, who is gonna step up to them? Here we start the matchup here with Brutus and Oba Femi, and you already see Oba Femi looking to drop Brutus Creed up from the air, almost maybe 7 feet. Now he just dropped him on his face. Here we go, Brutus is gonna still keep fighting though with those punches. Diamond Mine showing and looking to prove to the world that they can two-peat this tournament, face the Viking Raiders again, and win the tag team titles, the championships that they felt they were destined to win at last year's WrestleMania. Here we go, Oba Femi. Oh my God, though, just throw him to the outside. Actually just trying to murder them here. And Julius Creed. Oh my God, referee had to step in between there for a second to prevent Oba Femi from causing too much damage onto his opponents, it seems, maybe at risk of an injury. Counter there by Brutus, but didn't seem like he did much there, but oh, he lifted him up. The thing about the strength factor is that they are athletic, but they are powerful at the same time, which can make it easier for them to take on a bigger opponent like Oba. Referee is at a 5 count. And Oba Femi's brawling over there with Julius Creed. Gotta get back in the ring here now. Both legal men back in the matchup. The Irish whip here with a rope back outside. He goes, and he tried to get him near the ringside, but Oba saw it coming. We got an side headlock there by the brother Creed. They're lifting him back up here onto his feet. Then Oba Femi still managing to power through here. Try to go for a clothesline. Nice reversal there by Brutus. One Brutus ball is maybe really all it will take to put it away. Who knows if he will even be able to execute his, be able to finish off his opponent using it or later tonight though. Snake Eyes there onto Oba. Oba in trouble of being eliminated here, but a kick out instead by the champ. Gonna have to still keep fighting through this. Irish whip back in the corner. Makes the tag to Julius. Double team here by the Creed brothers. Into the Brutus ball or the Julius ball. That was connected. Obafemi gets saved by the nick of time by his brethren Apollo Crews. And it's interesting that Apollo Crews isn't the one out here that's wrestling right now, even though he already competed earlier in the matchup. Just causing, I guess just causing intimidation there onto Julius for a split second. We look at the freak power of the ruler. Now gonna make the tag, and here comes Apollo Crews, the other half of the tag team champions from BCW. Nice choke slam there. Choke slam spine, or choke slam, I don't know what to really call it, I guess. Choke slam buster, I guess variation of spine buster here. That didn't matter as Julius pushed Apollo out of the way. Irish whip it back onto the corner, and again here comes Julius Creed again, setting up for the Brutus ball. Good night, Apollo. Cover him here to advance and eliminate him, but Oba's gonna still keep fighting. Referee's got to be very careful to not try to get himself knocked out at any point of this matchup, as we know things can get hectic. Brutus, or Julius, Brutus. Try to go for an attack there from the top onto Apollo Crews. Got to there from the knees. Again, here comes Oba. Back elbows there by Oba. Looking to knock the wind out of Brutus Creed here. He gets him up into the corner. Nice attack there by Julius. Sorry, Brutus Creed. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm messing up their names right now. Into the spine buster. Julius knew immediately what had happened there, and he prepped himself just in time to save his brother. Here we go again. Irish whip to the corner. Julius watching as his brother Brutus is about to make the roll up here. Obafemi in trouble of being eliminated here. Oh, and it powers through here. Here we go. Nice shoulder tackle there by Brutus. Makes the tag to his brother, and now he's going to enter this fight here. Obafemi in trouble right now. Again, keeping him cornered away from his partner. It's a smart strategy to use from the Creeds. There's a reason they won the tournament last year. We got the double team here by the Creed brothers. And now at this point, they're just toying with Oba as much as they possibly can to keep the big man down. A nice punch there by Brutus. Back elbow there by Oba. Miscalculated there for a split second. Again, try to go for an Irish whip into his corner. Obafemi could make the tag to Apollo if he really wanted to, but I guess he didn't want to do it in that instance. He still wants to dominate most of the match here, especially after they've already gone through Cedric and Nathan earlier in the fight in this tournament. And Diamond Run, same thing with Pretty Deadly, going for the cover here, looking to eliminate one half of the Creed brothers. But he had his foot on the rope there for a second, though. I guess it's the referee's final decision, but Brutus had his foot on the rope there, as you could clearly visibly see. So it shouldn't have been a pinfall, but Obafemi tried to pin Brutus there, or Julius, but couldn't do it. I feel like that's got to be really frustrating for Brutus right now. Feels like he got screwed over there. He tries to roll it back out of the ring, and now here comes Obafemi again. Julius Just taunting, they're taunting, trying to get the admiration of the crowd, but he can't spend too much time on what's happening outside the ring. He's got to focus on keeping Oba down, especially because his partner's pretty much gone. He's got to take out Oba and Apollo in the next 7 minutes. Otherwise none of them advance. There you go, Julius Creed. Yeah, and that would mean if both of them got eliminated from a draw, Roman and Seth would just automatically go to the final. I mean, that would be something they would love, but that would not look good for either of these two teams right now. There you go, Julius, trying to pull himself back together as much as he possibly can. But at this point, this is just Apollo and Oba toying with their competition. Not phased whatsoever. Julius got kicked right back up into his feet. Oba Femi watching along as Apollo throws him back inside. Like, Apollo's gonna stay in the corner there. He can't really do much as he's not the legal man there. Nice overhead German onto Oba Femi. Now continuing to go for those strikes onto Oba. You see him fired up. He's ready. He's feeling the energy of the crowd right now. Julius trying to prove to the world that he can do this on his own, that he can do it for his team, and he can do it for Diamond Mine. Apollo now in the matchup. Reversal there by Julius into a reverse DDT. And the straps come down. Julius heading up to the top. Apollo kicked back up to his feet there. Julius tried to dive there for a second, miscalculated, but Apollo going for that attack with a neck breaker. Cover now. Diamond Mine gonna still keep fighting. There's still an inch of hope left for the team. Apollo Crews right now, he's got to keep him down. He's got to keep him damaged as much as he possibly can. Trying to showcase his strength here. But cover again. Oba Femi, nothing to do, but Apollo's going to kick out. And Julius still fighting through. Apollo makes the tag to Oba. Final 5 minutes of the matchup. 10 minutes have already elapsed in this thing. Julius Creed heading up to the top, but instead he focused his attention on Apollo Crews first before Oba Femi. Very smart from the Creed. Going for the cover here. Apollo Crews couldn't make the save in time though. Julius rolling clothesline there onto Apollo. Oba Femi, when he needed Apollo the most, he couldn't be saved. And just like that, Julius carries his team to the semis.
Here are your winners, Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, Diamond Mine.
We now know it is Roman and Seth battling it out here. You see the bracket. We are down to our semifinals. It is the LWO battling Motor City Machine Guns. And then you've got Roman and Seth taking on Diamond Mine. We are only 3 matches away from determining our Dusty Classic winner. And let's not waste any more time as we head to the semifinal match.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 365 pounds. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde, the LWO.
And the LWO have gotten to this point by defeating Logan Paul and Lexus King, as well as the Street Profits. If they can win this matchup tonight, they have got a secured spot in the finals. They would only need to go through 2 more matches to head to WrestleMania. We are now down. We started this tournament with 16 of the best teams that Spirit Pro Wrestling has to offer. And we are down to 4 across all 3 brands. This team, on the other hand, have had quite an impressive showing so far.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City Machine Guns not only defeated Axiom, but also defeated the Men's World Champion Dragon Lee. They defeated Jimmy and Jay, the Uso brothers, to get their spot here in the semis. A team that I didn't think was going to get that this far in the tournament, especially. A lot of people underestimating them. They think, you know, they haven't been in this company for too long, but they have been veterans in this business for more than a decade. But it is a matter of experience versus brotherhood in this fight right now. Only one of these teams are going to head to the finals. Joaquin Wilde already looking to punch his ticket to eliminate Chris Sabin, but Alex Shelley is going to make the save here. But Joaquin Wilde again using the rope for leverage. And the winner of this team will either take on the team of either Roman or Seth or Diamond Mine for the final. We got Irish Whip again in the corner. Joaquin Wilde looking for an attack here from Chris Sabin. Telling him to bring it. Chris Sabin running at him with a clothesline. Not really much he could do there in that instance. Here we go. Chris Sabin back Irish whipping him again onto the rope here. Back elbow though by Joaquin Wilde. Reversal there by Chris Sabin. Spinning heel kick. A cheap shot there from Alex Shelley. And Joaquin Wilde got a little bit frustrated there for a second, but he cannot keep his eye off the ball here. As this is a very important matchup here in this tournament. It only gets tougher and tougher as the competition gets smaller. Cover here. Can he put away Joaquin to eliminate him? Oh, and a kick out though. It's going to take a little bit more than that though. Joaquin makes the tag to Cruz. They would love nothing more than to make Andrade proud. As we know, Andrade's got his match against Santos Escobar, the former leader of the LWO, to focus on, and it would mean nothing more prouder if the LWO were to get a tag team title match at WrestleMania. Cover though, can he make the save? And he does though. And then you've got Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. A team that has revolutionized the tag team division. But they are here to showcase to the world that they are as good as they say they are. But the only way of really showcasing that accolade here in this business is going through this tournament. So much left to give here. Alex Shelley reversal. Back elbow there onto the collarbone there of Joaquin Wilde. Nice reversals. Into the code breaker there. Nice athleticism from Joaquin. Kick to the back of the neck. Kick to the back of the area here and a splash. Go nice kick up there by Alex Shelley. Not gonna let. Oh, he tried to stop him just in the nick of time, but he couldn't stop the count there. Cruz del Toro going for the cover there. Nice kick into the attack and a reversal or escape there from Chris Sabin. The referee is just completely dead right now. They have been knocked out so many times throughout the course of this tournament. For Alex Shelley in trouble here as Joaquin Wilde stays on him. Joaquin Wilde. He got something here, but it doesn't matter. It's Chris Sabin now the legal man in the matchup. Is he now gonna get some offense into the super kick? Shelley's gonna take a breather, but Chris Sabin is gonna fly to the top. Oh, miscalculated though. Slap to the chest there from Joaquin. There to go to drop him on his head. Nice reversal though by Sabin. Back elbows there by Wilde. The Irish whip again into the quarter. Oh, and a nice kick there from Chris Sabin, going for the cover here to eliminate him. Referee slow count. Kick out though by Wilde, and he kicked up just in time as well into a drop kick. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Wilde was just showboating at this point. Cruz del Toro now the legal man in the matchup. It didn't seem like Chris Sabin was aware of that for a split second. And he managed to catch it just in time, but it doesn't really matter for him now, as Alex Shelley feels like he's fresh in the matchup now. The back elbow there by Cruz del Toro. Good punch to the back of the neck. Oh, dropping him on there. Dropping him onto the front part of his body. Face slamming him on the mat. Cruz gonna look to take it to the skies here into the drop kick. Missile drop kick there by the member of the LWO. Oh, and a big knee there by Shelley. Of one for Cruz's own measure as well. Back and forth these two teams go. Like I mentioned, the tougher the competition gets, the more competitive it's going to be, and the more that these two are going to pull tricks out of their bag to get to where they want, and that is WrestleMania. We're getting him back up here to his feet. First rip punch though by Shelley. Cruz tried to make the tag here, but Sabin's not going to allow him. Going for the submission here. Is he going to tap out? Oh, but Cruz fighting through the pain. Somehow managing to push through. You saw that he was grabbing his arm there for a split second. Maybe could have risked. Maybe could have missed injuring it or something. Another Cruz again. Now these two taking it to the outside of the ring here. Oh my goodness, Chris Sabin is eating that post from the outside. Referee's at a 5 count, Chris Sabin. Nice attack there onto Cruz. And I don't think he would mind a count out victory here. Cruz del Toro in trouble. He hasn't moved whatsoever. He's at a 9 count. Oh, and he got eliminated.
Has been eliminated.
Just when he got up from his feet was when he realized that he was screwed. And Joaquin Wilde took a lot of damage there earlier from Alex Shelley. He could have taken a count out there, but I guess he didn't want to do it for both teams. He wants to be able to pin at least one of them. That leaves Joaquin Wilde in a vulnerable position to fight on his own. He's going to have to do it in one way or another. Otherwise, Andrade is not going to be a happy man. Referee at a 6 count. This doesn't look good for Joaquin. Referee at an 8 count, and now he returns back in the ring. Try to go for an attack there, but nice reversal by Joaquin Wilde. We're going to drop him there with a suplex. And now Joaquin Wilde looking to push through into the splash. Sabin making the tag for us, or making the save for his partner. Again, Joaquin heading up to the sky here where he is most comfortable. Into the 450. Alex Shelley's in trouble right now. Oh, but he's still gonna fight through it. Only gonna take a matter of time here. Here we go, Joaquin again, pulling out any stop, any mean necessary. For Shelley. It's attack there, taken down on the mat. Gonna keep the consistent tags onto Chris Sabin. Joaquin, I don't think he even realizes where he's at right now. Gotta set up for the double team, but instead, Joaquin is gonna handle the offense here. He's got 6 minutes left in the matchup to put away either of these men right now. Is that even feasibly possible? Unless you're just straight up diamond mining. They took out Apollo and Oba in like less than a minute. Nice move there by Joaquin. Alex Shelley in trouble here, but he's still gonna fight through the pain. If you are Joaquin Wilde right now, at this point you are desperate. You are trying to do any means necessary. He understands how much time is left in the match. He cannot risk himself eliminating his team if he just takes a sweet time here. But Alex Shelley is not going to make it easy for him whatsoever. There's Shelley heading up. Here we go. Chris Sabin makes the tag, and here comes Alex. So Shelley and Joaquin Wilde using his own move to his arsenal. Cover now. Is this it? Motor City. Machine Gun sent to the final. What a showing tonight from these two men.
Here are your winners, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Gun.
One more match is all they need to fulfill their destinies. They are now the first team in BCW's history to make it to the finals of the Dusty Classic. But now they're on the seat of the car for the road to WrestleMania, and they are about to find out who they are about to face off after this match.
Introducing first, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking
Rollins
Rollins.
and Reigns defeated Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis from Schism in less than 5 minutes. They defeated Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in the quarterfinals. They know that the Motor City Machine Guns are waiting for either team in the final. But it's only a matter of time of figuring out who's it gonna be. If you are Seth Rollins right now, you are battered, you are beaten, you are bruised. But that is the sacrifice to pay if you want to be at the top.
And his partner, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Roman pulling through earlier tonight, coming off of the victory from British Strong Style. carrying through that matchup. I don't know how he did it, but somehow he did. In the very last seconds, literal seconds before the match, Roman managed to get the team to this point. If it was not for Roman, there would not even be a match for Diamond Mine in the semis. They would have just gone to the finals against Motor City. But it's not gonna get easier whatsoever.
Combined weight of 515 pounds, Julius Creed and Brutus Creed, Diamond Mine!
And Diamond Mine looking to make history twice in a row. They have beaten Pretty Deadly in the first round. They have beaten the tag team champs from BCW, Apollo and Oba, in the quarterfinals. They now await Roman and Seth here, and if they can manage to push through, if they can manage to defeat them, they have got the finals set in stone. But if you are Motor City Machine Guns, you're gonna sit back, you're gonna watch whoever one of these two teams will be heading to the finals with them. Seth Rollins hitting the curve stomp onto Julius, but Brutus is gonna make the save here. Again, 15-minute rule, eliminations only. Could you imagine if both teams ended up in a draw? That would automatically mean that Motor City would win the tournament. So either outcome would be either one of these two teams face them in the finals or they just win automatically. Could you imagine that? Good kick though by Roman, just keeping his eye on Brutus. He's been stalking him there for a little while there. Julius Creed gonna run for the roll up here, trying to get to this part of the tournament out of the way, but Roman is not gonna make it easy for him. Just trying to do anything to single one of these two men out. Once your partner is gone, it makes it much more difficult to fight through the matchup. Not impossible, but oh, and an arm drag there by Roman. Again, going to go get the tag, and now here comes Seth. Roman and Seth, their chemistry has been getting better and better as this tournament progresses. Go for the cover here. Is this it? Can he manage to put him away? Oh, what a kick out though by Julius. Both Roman and Seth are former brothers, not by blood, but the Creed brothers definitely are. Oh my God, though, Julius just continuing to apply that pressure and inflict that pain onto Rollins. Gotta go for an attack here into that clothesline by Brutus, or by Julius. Brutus watching along though, maybe for him to possibly jump in at any moment. He's got to be prepared. Referee is at a 7 count. They managed to get back in here. Back here one-on-one. Julius versus Seth. Got him up onto his shoulders. Julius Creed getting him out here. Rollins reversal into the German suplex. Brutus is desperate over there in the corner. He's trying to tag himself in to get in the match, and here comes Roman. Double team here by the former Shield brethren. And now Roman again focuses his attention onto Brutus Creed. Watch out here. This doesn't look good. What a spear. Julius might be done for. Into the cover. Roman eliminates Julius Creed. Oh, but Brutus is frustrated there. Throwing Roman across the ring. He just lifted him like nothing there. Oh no, Brutus is mad at this point. He's pissed off. I think enough wear and tear from the night is starting to get to them, but he's still fighting through. He's still pushing through it. Roman and Brutus right now just trying any means necessary. At this point, Brutus Creed's on his own right now. But he does not seem intimidated whatsoever. Roman has won several titles in his career. Seth Rollins, a former men's world champion on his own accord. He actually went on to WrestleMania last year when he took on Drew McIntyre to win the championship. That was after a Sami Zayn cash-in that ended up being unsuccessful. And now here comes the Visionary. And he wants to fight. He wants to test the young man Brutus here. Try to go for an attack or a springboard. Brutus. These reversals here into the drop kick. Doesn't seem like he's in the best condition right now, but as long as he can connect the Brutus ball at any point, he can get him. Shoulder tackle there from Brutus, but Roman clocked him. That gave Rollins just enough time to take a breather, roll out, catch his breath, and get back in, and then Roman will still be able to have some offense onto the half member of Diamond Mine. Going for that roll up here, the schoolboy. Can you imagine Seth getting eliminated here? And a kick out though by Rollins. Looking for the move here. A handful of hair from Brutus Creed. And I think he's setting him up now. Brutus Creed going for the Brutus bomb, it seems. Rollins is slowly getting up onto his feet. Brutus with the Brutus ball. Clocked him. Rollins in trouble, but Reigns is gonna make the save. This is not going to be easy for him. Back and forth fight between these two. Brutus got Wretch there onto the mat. Brutus still fighting, but Seth is still countering. One slip up, it's all it's gonna take. Reversal there from Seth. They go hoisting him and dropping him on his head. A possibly concussed head there from Brutus Creed. Oh, but he's still in it. Still fighting. Rollins realizing that there's still 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the matchup to do at least some more damage onto the super kick. And Brutus, he's got to get away from that corner. That is where he is most vulnerable at. But Rollins and Reigns, they're like piranhas right now. Oh, into the spear. Spear by Roman into the cover. And they head to the final. The stage is set.
Here are your winners, the team of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
The stage is set. The match is made. In just a couple of seconds, it is Motor City Machine Guns, the upstarts, against Roman and Seth. The winning team heads to WrestleMania to take on the Viking Raiders for the Tag Team Championships. And it is anyone's game right now.
The following contest is an elimination match on the way to the ring, and a combined weight of 420 pounds. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
They wear the battle scars across their bodies. They defeated Axiom in the Men's World Champion Dragon League. They defeated the Usos. They defeated the LWO. We have gone from 16 teams in this tournament. We are down to the last two. We've got one match left to make history. And no one knows more about making history than this man, Seth frickin' Rollins.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Roman and Seth, their path has also not been easy whatsoever. It has been just as hard, just as turbulent as the Motor City Machine Guns. They defeated Joe Gacy and Schism in the first round. They defeated Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in the quarterfinals, and they beat Julius and Brutus Creed in the semis. But I think the team that is in the least condition possibly is Roman and Seth, because Motor City Machine Guns at least had a breather during the Seth and Roman match. And Seth and Roman have to come out here again and basically just do another match right after they just finished one. And if I was a betting man, I'd leave that up to interpretation on who would have the advantage here. And now his tag team partner, the man who he has loathed for a long time, but with their chemistry, with their brotherhood,
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns.
with their brotherhood stand and united. Something has gotta give tonight. Again, like I mentioned, Roman and Seth are not at 100%. Shelley and Sabin, not at 100% either. These four men, they're all battered. They're all bruised. They're all gonna be sore when they wake up in the morning, but guess what? Next week, they're gonna do it all over again. The winning team, they will have the glory, but it could just as easily be shattered the night that they go to WrestleMania. The same occurrence happened to the Creed brothers when they faced Eric and Ivar. Came in as the young tag team stars, and they got their hopes up. Each team has got to be aware of that. Each team has earned this spot, earned this opportunity to be in the final two. But there is no more waiting to see who it is. The bell rings. The finals of the Dusty Tournament occurring and now underway. And it looks like Chris Sabin already is looking to put away Rollins into that kick out. Now, I think this would be very catastrophic if this matchup ended up in a draw. Because that would pretty much mean that I don't really know what that would mean, honestly. I think in this case, if it's the final, it's just whoever. Just at this point, it would just be sudden death. Just whoever can get a pinfall or submission. There has to be a winner in this case. Rollins there, countered, using the leg to his advantage. Slap to the chest there from the Architect. Into the DDT there. But you want to talk about a team that was very unlikely, that I probably couldn't even predict that was going to make it to this point, is Sabin and Shelley. These two have put on one hell of a showcase throughout this tournament. And now they are here. They are here. They are the only team ever in the BCW brand to ever make it to the finals of the tournament. Snake eyes there from Roman at this point. It is pretty much just SmackDown versus BCW right now. The winning team to get the bragging rights. Chris Sabin there to shoulder tackle there for a split second. Roman Reigns counters. Irish whip. Oh, into the spear. Spear there from Roman. Alex Shelley. He is not going to take this match for lightly. He's going to fight and do everything in his power to make sure that his team advances. Try to go for a big boot there, but Chris Sabin. Sabin's in trouble there. Back elbow. Roman tried to reverse it there. He did for a split second, but now Chris Sabin another attack to the back. The lower area here. Roman gets dropped there. Oh, to the super kick. This is the thing you've got to do. You've got to keep your partner fresh in the matchup. You cannot let a man hang out to dry in this type of matchup, especially when the stakes are high right now. The opportunity to cement yourself in history, and all they need is one victory right now. You see Alex Shelley there. He slipped for a split second. I think the pressure of this tournament and all of the pressure and all of the beatdown that he's taken throughout the night is, I think, starting to get to him, because he's barely even able to just stand up on his feet right now, but he's still fighting through. Rollins manages to break up the pinfall just in time. Alex Shelley is thinking about what he wants to do here. He can't spend too much time monologuing and thinking about where he wants to go. I can tell you where he is going to go. He's going to roll to the outside here, recover his energy for a split second. Shelley. Got him in the corner here, Roman Reigns. What is he thinking of here? Makes the tag to his partner, and here comes Rollins. Running at him at full speed, and a super kick there from Alex Shelley. Shelley heading up to the top rope, but didn't see that Rollins was waiting for him at the bottom. To drop him onto his back. Elbow drop there from a wounded Alex Shelley. There's Seth Rollins pulling out all the stops. I don't even know how he's able to still run around here. How he's not, been hurt badly throughout this tournament. Another kick there. It doesn't seem like Alex Shelley's in the best condition right now. He's going to pull himself up, though. Doing anything and everything he can to just stay in this fight. Just survive at this point. Both teams proclaiming themselves as the best in the world tonight. But there is only one spot at the top of the mountain for the best, and Chris Sabin gets connected with the spear. Alex Shelley couldn't make the save in time, and it costed them.
Has been eliminated.
Things are now not looking good for the Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin eliminated, and now Alex Shelley is awake again. Oh my God, Irish whip into the barricade. And now Roman. But Irish whip him again. And now Shelley's going to take it to the outside. His only chance at this point is maybe getting Roman counted out. Punches there from the Tribal Chief. Irish whip, and the Roman just ate the steel bar there. Referee's on an 8 count. Roman gets back inside. They try to go for a schoolboy here. Roman Reigns looking to put him away to finish off the matchup to win the tournament, but a kick out by Shelley. So much stress, so much pressure that these teams are feeling right now, especially Alex Shelley. He's got literally 9 minutes to put away both of these men if he wants to win this thing. Rollins, though, with the pedigree, into the cover. Oh, and he's still pushing through. Alex Shelley is not going to go down very lightly. There's multiple punches by Roman. He's frustrated. He's tired from the amount of beatings he took throughout this night. Alex Shelley. Here you go, slap the hand away from Roman. Irish whip. Nice reversal there by the Tribal Chief. Takedown of a clothesline. And now Roman getting him back up onto his feet after that powerful clothesline from the biceps of Roman. And now Alex Shelley reverses into that neck breaker there. Nice reversal there. Alex Shelley looking to put away Roman to get him eliminated. Oh, but he's still fighting through it. Still fighting through it. Alex Shelley just desperate, doing everything that he possibly can right now to put him away. At this point, he doesn't care what he needs to do. He just needs to get the job done. He needs to do everything he possibly can, but he can't stress himself out too much. This is already possibly the biggest match in their career so far. And Shelley is doing it on his own right now. Roman Reigns right now doesn't look like he's even in the best condition. Rollins as well, just as weakened, gets taken to the outside. Alex Shelley could possibly have a fighting chance here. Oh, trying to go for the outside here, but Roman managed to get back in just in time, though. Now Alex Shelley back inside the ring here. Oh, nice takedown there. Alex Shelley looking for the crossface. Crossface there onto Roman. Roman's going to tap. But Roman is going to fight through. Here we go, knee to the back of the head. Roman Reigns gets out of it just in time. Grabs a handful of hair onto Alex Shelley. Throws him into the corner, and again he's busted open. He was already busted open from earlier tonight. Into the clothesline there from Roman. Going for the cover here, looking to put him away. Alex Shelley still kicking out. Alex Shelley putting on a performance right now. He could pull off a miracle tonight if he can win this thing. Roman Reigns into the guillotine, and now Alex Shelley nowhere to go and nowhere to hide right now. Referee's checking to see, but Alex Shelley, no energy left in him. He had to tap. There was no other choice.
The team up, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Roman and Seth making history tonight. Your 2026 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic champions. Congratulations to both of these men. And when Eric and Ivar, what the hell? What the hell? The champions making their statement known of what awaits them at WrestleMania next Saturday.